Hey, what's going on guys, Timzy here, and today we're going to be continuing our How to Defend series, moving on to Kitchen and Service on Coastline. So if this is the first video you guys are watching in the series, make sure to go down to the description below and check out the playlist to all of the other maps and sites that we've done so far. But more importantly, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. It helps me out a ton and lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. But anyways, let's get into the video. You know I don't want to waste your time, let's get right into the op pick. So typically for a kitchen defense, the main operators that you're going to want to definitely bring is going to be a smoke, a Jaeger, a Maestro, and then as for the other two operators, it can kind of be anybody you want. It could be a Valk, it can be a Pulse, it could be a Mozzie. It's really up to you, but I would recommend bringing a Malusi and probably the Valk or the Pulse. Alright, moving on to the reinforcements, I'm actually going to show you guys two different roam setups for the reinforcements, but the kitchen walls are going to be the same for both of them. So you're going to get the right side kitchen wall, all three of the service walls. You're going to get the second wall from the left facing service on the bathroom side. You're going to get the left side kitchen wall facing kitchen hallway. And typically for the horizontal roam, you're going to get these two couch walls and sunrise facing kitchen hallway. And then I'd like to get one of these couch walls facing blue bar and then the hookah hatch. And as for the vertical roam, instead of doing these four reinforcements in sunrise, you're only going to get one of these walls. It's going to be the right side couch wall from kitchen hallway. And then you're going to go ahead and reinforce two of the theater walls facing penthouse. And then this one wall in 90 facing VIP. Let's get into the positioning and utility placement. Alright, so we're going to be starting out with smoke. You're going to go ahead and reinforce the right side kitchen wall, as well as the bathroom wall. As long as you get any two of the 6 walls and sights, it really doesn't matter. But you're going to make rotation holes. You're going to have one inside of kitchen to service. You're going to make some feet holes right here across the bathroom wall. And this will just be so if anybody decides to try and plant in service, you can have somebody sit in lobby or somebody sit in bathroom and contest some of the plant spots. I know a lot of people with this reinforcement up, they're probably going to plant right on the reinforcement, but that's good to know at the very least. You're going to go over to kitchen wall and you're going to shoot open some feet holes across there and then make some head holes across here so that the person, if somebody can sit in luggage late round, they can contest the kitchen window hop in and the kitchen window plant. And then for these holes, you can have somebody in lobby. If a team is doing like a full sunrise blue bar office push, you can have somebody in lobby contest this kitchen doorway from these holes right here. As for your shield, you're going to go ahead and place your shield right next to the bomb chassis. I placed it a little bit further back. A lot of people like to kind of place it close. I like to place it further away near the bomb chassis more so that I can have more space to move, and I also can utilize the bomb as extra cover, that the shield doesn't provide. And then I also like to make a hole right here so that I can throw smokes from the safety of behind this reinforcement, just in case the team is doing a service push, and some other holes that I like to make just to kind of benefit my team. I'll make some holes above the kitchen window just in case. And then for the most part, that is it for your setup. Alright, moving on to Jaeger, you're going to go ahead and reinforce two of the triple walls. The reason you're doing one of these two walls, or two of these walls, is because Jaeger has a lot to set up in the objective, so he might as well reinforce in here as well. So, starting out with your utility, you're going to place one ADS. I like to place it underneath the shelf, or as close to the shelf as possible, so it covers the shield from the smoke. So all you do is just kind of come up to the shelf, and it should give you the ability to place it. And then as for barbed wire, we're going to place one barb at the kitchen door. And then your other barb is going to go on the service door. Then you're also going to throw one more ADS down in sight. And this will be protecting an evil eye for the most part, which will probably be on this reinforced wall. So I like to kind of place it behind the bomb chassis so that it gets covered by anything that gets thrown towards the evil eye. And then as for your last ADS, you're going to be one of the roamers here. So if you're doing a horizontal room where you're holding sunrise and blue bar and office, you're probably going to want to utilize it in sunrise, either behind the bar or behind the couches. And then if you are doing a vertical roam, I recommend bringing it upstairs into theater. And since you're going to have two of the theater wall to penthouse walls reinforced, I recommend just placing it on one of these two reinforced walls, so that the attackers, if they try to use any utility to try to clear you from above, you can have that ADS to kind of help catch stuff. Alright, moving on to Maestro, you're going to go ahead and reinforce the left side kitchen wall, as well as the last triple wall inside of service. And then as for your barbed wire, I recommend putting one on kitchen window. And then your second one can go in one of two spots, because typically it would help if Maestro plays lobby as much as he can. So either place the barb on the bathroom door there, or place it in the front door. But as I said, it's kind of helpful if Maestro can play inside of lobby, because, you know, we had Smoke make these feet holes, and obviously you want somebody to kind of play these holes. Of course, you need to worry about the front door. If a team's doing like a service push, then you can hold lobby a little bit, but realistically you probably should get back to site. But if a team is doing like a full horizontal push and they're pushing sunrise off as blue bar, you know, they might try to push security, but realistically they most likely won't go out the front door unless they want to deal with the Maestro. But you can utilize these feet holes to take some gunfights on the people trying to enter in a kitchen doorway. As for your evil eyes, you're going to place one on the reinforced wall here, which Smoke will get, and this will face the service door just to get info on service door. And then your second one can go in one of two spots. I've noticed that people like to kind of place it inside of lobby so that you can pretty much see all of lobby, as well as you can see all the way down kitchen hallway, just like this. And then the other spot I've seen people place it is inside of kitchen. It's up to you. I recommend putting it in lobby, realistically. I know people that like to put it up here so they can see the kitchen door and more of kitchen. So it's completely up to you, but definitely one of those two spots. And then as for positioning, like I said, you're going to play inside of lobby. You're going to contest this kitchen door. You got to worry about your security push. If people are doing like a horizontal push or taking office, they might push your security. And then of course, if they push do a service push, then I recommend kind of getting out of here, because they're going to open the front door. They're going to clear utility, and try to get you pushed out. But at that point, you should be in the site already. Alright, moving on to Malusi, we're going to go ahead and start placing our utility right away. I'll go over reinforcements in a second, but I like to place a Banshee on top of this counter because it kind of spreads to a majority of the kitchen entrance, as well as it spreads a little bit towards kitchen window. Our second Banshee is going to go inside of service, and I just like to kind of place this on the bookshelf here, or this big like cabinet. So if people try to push in to go for a plant on that reinforced wall, they'll get denied by the Banshee. And then as for your reinforcements, you're going to get two of either the couch walls, if you are doing a sunrise push, or a sunrise hold, should I say, or you're going to get two of the theater penthouse walls up top. I'm not really going to show the reinforcements, but you will get these two walls if you're doing sunrise, and then you'll get the two theater penthouse walls if you're doing an upstairs hold. But as for your last Banshee, it's going to go in the spot that you're roaming. So in this case, if we're doing a sunrise hold, I would recommend placing it inside of sunrise, so that if people decide to push into mud and try to push into sunrise, they'll get caught by this Banshee here. And then if not, I recommend going upstairs with it and putting it inside of 90 to deny any sort of 90 pressure, or at least utilize it to kind of have that audio cue if they decide to either push through it or break it. But typically, I would say place it either on this wall here, which might not be the greatest, but inside of 90, so that if people decide to push up 90, they'll get hit by the Banshee here, and it'll give you guys audio cues for the people that are roaming upstairs. And then you're going to be the other roamer with the Jaeger. I also think that the Valk will most likely roam as well, but I don't think Valk will roam too far off of sight, or the Pulse in this case, if you are running a Pulse, but you will help the Jaeger as best as you can. Just try to kind of help take some gunfights if necessary. Alright, moving on to Valkyrie. Similar to Malusi, I'm not going to show reinforcements, I'll really just tell you what the reinforcements are going to be. So if you are doing a sunrise hold, I recommend getting this wall and then the hatch. And then as for your other hold, I recommend you get this single couch wall inside of sunrise, and then you also go up and get the 90 wall inside of VIP. So as for Valk cams, I'm not going to really show, Valk cams. I'll tell you guys rooms or areas that I recommend having some info. So if you are doing a sunrise hold, obviously I recommend having some sort of cam at sunrise. I kind of recommend having some sort of cam at sunrise anyways, just because it's good to have this info if people are pushing sunrise. I recommend also having a cam upstairs inside of VIP or theater, just to see if you could potentially, one, get a nitro, and two, if people are pushing vertical control. It's always good to kind of have that info and kind of play off of it, so that the two people playing inside, the Smoke and the Maestro, will know what sort of holes the attackers are making or what sort of push the attackers are doing. Then as for your last Valk cam, it's completely up to you. I know people that like to open up service door and throw a cam outside the service door just to get info on kitchen window, service door, people repelling VIP balcony, going to bathroom hatch. So it's up to you if you want to do something like that. But for the most part, that's pretty much the Valk setup. You're just going to reinforce and throw your cams, and you're going to be one of the roamers. But like I was saying before, if you could pull off a Nitro with one of your Valk cams or something like that, it would probably be more beneficial for you to do something like that. Instead of like full on roam, I recommend kind of roaming near sight, but far enough away where you can kind of like rotate and help the two roamers upstairs, the Jaeger and the Malusi. Anyways, guys, that's going to be all for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did so, don't forget to leave a like on the video. And if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button for future content. If this is the first video you guys are watching in the series, make sure to go down to the description below and check out the playlist to all of the other sites and other maps that we've done so far. And we have a lot more to come. So if you guys are enjoying this series, don't forget to come back and check out the other videos that we do. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.